Alright, and we're back again at this. Yes, that's right. Defiant will go. Nice to see you, Ronald. If you have a moment, I'll tell you the latest. The latest? What is this? The news? Thanks to our cool and breezy stable, our hippos have been getting all sorts of luxurious shut-eye. And the little pots can't be tempted away from their splashing. All in all, our growing family's bursting with energy. Good thing too, seeing as our service are in ever higher demand. Folks have been Folks have even started coming around and petitioning for employment, if you can believe it. We've always liked keeping our business to ourselves, so the thought of welcoming in strangers felt dreadfully queer at first, but helping others is what riders do. So we've got some new faces on the team. Besides, as swamped in requests that we are, we'd be lost without the extra help. Help, help, I say. Why are you wearing a hat? I appreciate I appreciate the enthusiastic chorus. We'll go. But what have you got? What have you gone and done to your head? There's a better chance. You look fantastic. This is hardly time for jesting. We are in a crisis, I tell you, crisis. Durgajasora in the jungle. Ever since you mentioned that thieving Matanga, I've had this terrible suspicion. I had to know for certain, so I cleverly camouflaged myself with this Gaja disguise and set out to investigate. That's a disguise. Ain't you sweating an awful lot? I would choose a pool of sweat over a pool of blood any day. You tell Ara and the Gajasora there could be naught but violence and recoil, and there is no doubt as to what I witnessed. A Gajasora in its flesh. The image of it shall haunt my dreams, those red eyes, that devilish armor, that cart drawn by a fronting hippo. What? A hippo cart. He declared his name with a ghastly voice. Akala. I became an edifice of fear. He asked if I was his Batagan brethren. In that moment, all I could envision was my own death and dismemberment by that beastly creature, but I knew what, but before I knew what had happened, I heard my own voice cry out. No, I am but a passing Menusaya. So I do have bodies of men and heads of beasts. So if you squint really hard, never mind. Ain't no way anyone would buy that. Actually, he was terribly polite about it. Pressed his hands together and bowed deeply before leaving me be. You're saying you let him go? Ain't no doubt he's a bandit we're looking for. You're a fighter, aren't you? I'm sorry, why I've come to cherish the Arcasordora as my friends and allies. Gajasora are another matter entirely. When I came to my senses, I searched the other and found one of your associates injured and missing his cart. No doubt the same cart now in Akala's possession. Luckily, your man's injuries seemed manageable, so I saw him to Palakistan, where Yasmin is treating him now. Is that so? Then I owe you my thanks. Sorry for losing my temper like that. Everyone's entitled to their weaknesses. Anyhow, even if he did give us leg bail, he can't He can't have gone far. I say we track him down while the trail's hot and take back what's ours. Then let us reconvene in the shroud of this paper. I shall take you to the very place I encountered him. Dun, 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 dun. This is where I saw him. From here, he rode off on that stolen hippo cart. But I can't for the life of me remember which direction he went. I was so paralyzed by fear that north could have been south and east, west. To let a phobia get the better of me like this, can I really call myself an adventurer? There ain't much use crying over spilt chai. We were caught by surprise, end of story. You were caught by surprise, end of story. We should stay grounded and focus on what we know. Of course, that's it. Grandmother would have often said that the trail to prey begins at a hunter's feet. And look here, on the ground, beneath our feet, wheel tracks departing in a southwestern fashion. I say we divide our efforts to procure the clue. Oh, I'm still tired. Any gadgets or trickery. I shall accompany Trina as her guard while Ronald, you survey the area for hidden villainy. I'm counting on you. We're gonna catch this guy. 7. Disturbance. There. You were warned. Oh. Ow. What the? Oh no. Well, I guess I killed an extra one. My Matanga tolerance won't be defeated by the likes of you. Why no fire? Davner full of fire? Akala here good for conquest. I ain't got the foggiest idea what delusions you're riding in on. But I'll tell you one thing, you're picking a fight with the wrong island. You best get back what you took and skip along home. No, not leave till conquest, Flavnir. Small Gajasora. Shame to tribe. No place for battle brothers. Travel far to prove strength. Protect brothers. Conquest Avner. Home for brothers. I won't stand by and let you conquer them. You silence. Akala no fight today. Battle brothers must eat medicine. I see your reasoning, but you ain't got no right to involve my hippo. Let him go now. Your food tastes good. Wagon good ride. Good for battle brothers. Soon your home conquest. What kind of person compliments your cooking before riding off with hostages? He's gone. If carts weren't so fast, we could have given chase. He said something about being small, but he didn't seem much different than us. Akasodora. Are other Gajasora seriously massive or something? Oh, about twice as big as your average Akasora. It is even said that their leader, the Grand Regent, is indeed so grand that to gaze upon their full stature is to break your neck up or looking upwards. In comparison, Alaka seemed quite modestly sized. Were his compatriots similar? I think you've just been told stories this whole time. I see only slightly bigger then. Still, they must be considered quite small by their own brethren. He said they had no place to go. Can't say I don't know how that feels. But can you forgive what he's done? I know, but keeping his brother safe came before anything, didn't it? Hard to damn him for that. Getting pushed out of society just for being who you are can really work you well. Makes you wonder if you are ever worth anything to begin with. No wonder he's itching to prove himself. On Azim's step, the very notion that Gajasora could be capable of such nuanced emotions is, pardon me for saying so, preposterous. However, judging a book by its cover does nothing but feed fear and misunderstanding. This is something I certainly learned thanks to my experience with that man. You gotta judge others by their actions. Of course, so far, Akala mostly injured my associates, stolen my property, and kidnapped my hippo, but still. Now let us place ourselves with some adventuring fundamentals. Review the information at hand. The bandit responsible for the assault of the hippo rider, theft of personal property, and kidnapping of an innocent hippo is a Gajasora called Akala. According to him and his compatriots are here to conquer Thavnir so as to prove themselves to their fellows and secure a home for their own. Akala also seems to have taken a fancy to our carts, which means he's got good taste. But it also means that Savana's high on his list to conquer. If I rallied my people and had you two there to back us up, we could probably put down Aka and his crew full stop, but I'd rather it not come to blows. I'm not going soft or nothing, but causing a Harley Barley. Don't exact don't exactly right any wrongs. I want to talk with the others and see if we can't figure out a way to do this civilly. Settling matters peacefully should also put you on the right side of the radio host. I shall be sure to relay your plight to them in the most sympathetic fashion. Now I shall away to Palakistan to check in on your ailing associate. Once he feels well enough to travel, I will send him along. Ronald, I'd like your input on our strategy. I'll head back to Savannah first to round up the others. We need to stop dumping all my money into teleporting. Because let me see my currency. Because apparently you can take seals and buy Aetheryte tickets. I think it's seals. And then you can use them if it's like you can even set up like set it up to where like if the price for a teleport is like over like 500 or something, it will automatically use one. Now about that bandit. Not only does he biff an innocent courier, he vanishes with our hippo. When I'm through turning that scamp into paste, he'll wish he was tormentric. Normally, I'd hand you the pastel with pleasure, Gash, huh? But things aren't so simple. After all, in another lifetime, us and Alka might have been brothers. I agree with the boss. Don't feel right pushing around someone who's been through the same thing we have. Still, knowing that bastard swindled his way into our sweet hippo's heart is bringing me to tears faster than Mara and his damned onions. Since when do our hippos trust the likes of Gaja Sora anyway? Well, with so many jobs taking us hither and yon, our hippos have gotten used to all sorts of different folk. Even Akala is just one big crowd. Makes you think, if he can learn to ride a cart, anyone can. Anyone and everyone, I should say. Why not? Are you thinking about asking people to join? We gather people here like you and Ungo, adventurers, and when the job comes in, we send them out on their own hippo carts. Having a crew of strong arms hanging around the place gives us the advantage, just in case Kala even ever decides to pay us a visit. But they don't all have to be brawlers, neither. Say we've got some alchemists. We could send them anywhere on the island to take care of injuries. The right deed for any need, sort of thing. Opening an adventures guild, are we? That's what it sounds like. Why not? Stop by, have a drink, hear what's work available? I think I'm onto something here if I do so. Davner having an adventure guild would be good. If we can get a link pearl connection going with Kanaka, that'd be even better. We could give each other moment-to-moment updates. Maru, we've got a kitchen, so how hard could a mayhem be, eh? Get me a mayhem, Maru. Mayhem, you got it, boss. I'll get a mayhem running in the twinkling of a tippo's eyes. I don't. Next to the upper Zamaru and the other, Savara has a new hangout. The Hippo Riders are now trustworthy couriers of some repute. Connect with contacts across Van there to reach exciting new heights of business. You have achieved honor. That's it. Now have a can get more. Yeah, more stuff is in here. Oh, so now I can buy all three, and now I own it. Alright, so now I should be able to complete this quest and be like... I'm just glad that, like I said, this kind of stuff just takes half an hour and that's it. I'm done. Like I said, this weekend I want to kind of do. I kind of want to play more of this and try to get stuff done. Uh-huh. I think we have one last level to do. Yeah. Like, once we have that, yeah. It'll probably take. I'll probably be done it next week. Yeah, sometime next week I'll be. Yeah, sometime next we'll have the entire quest line done. And then I won't have to get on it every day because like I said, I mainly just do these for the story. Story and the end reward, so I guess I'm flying all the way up there. Wait, what am I? Why am I downing? I don't. Oh, these are people that rant. They Okay. We were downing them because they kind of skipped out on the bill of food that they were supposed to pay for and drinks. Think so? Really? That's all I had to do? Just what? Yeah, sometime next week. Probably, yeah, late next week we'll be done that storyline. But yeah, that's it for now. There's not just these little 30-minute moments. It's like, yeah. But yeah, until next time, though. See you all later.